private, they need the link.
Where's change it?
I guess if you go to edit, scroll down.
I'll wait till I do it. I think it's on the next screen.
There's customization. Okay.
That's usually
There we go. There's a click.
Take talk over here. Let me see if I can hear it.
Yeah.
Sounds like a noise. Okay. Say something.
Okay, you are streaming, and that's streaming too.
That was a bad microphone.
Hello, hello, testing 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I can hear myself. It's a really bad signal, but I'm hearing it.
Oh. It could just be a configuration issue here
There's
then.
a lot of noise in the signal. Yeah, when you talk into the microphone, it's really strong. But there's a lot of background noise.
Oh, here. Configuration, output configuration, audio configuration. Microphone. Oh, okay.
So it works.
Yeah, I don't see anything weird here.
Does it give him that weird message about the megahertz or the kilohertz?
No, it's not actually.
Being different or wrong or whatever, mismatch or whatever the hell it was saying before.
If we go to stream health, it just says keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less.
Poor stream status.
I'm starting to think maybe it's your cables. They could be using a crappy HDMI cable.
So you don't think it's coming? It's from here to there. You said that's what I was saying before. I was thinking it was. Oh, yeah. That could be a possibility.
Whatever output they're getting from their primary devices, because they're using this as the encoder.
Right. So this is just the stopgap between the system and the computer. So, but once you see the signal coming through, you would think that the audio would come along with it if it's showing up as levels. That was
format MJPEG 422. Resolution group all HDMI, HDCP nodes. So not it. Audio configuration 4N mix +0 +0 +0. Okay, so it's not increasing the volume. Overscan, internal temperature.
So really, what we didn't do anything different than they were doing.
Except we're much closer. Remember, HDMI kind of degrades the further you go.
But if it's a 30-foot or less cable, I would say it should be fine.
Oh, okay. In that case, I do not know, sir.
Is HDMI stronger than like some other types of data? But even then, I don't think they even have that long of an HDMI cable. I think it's more like a 15-footer.
Yeah, but you see how much they rolled that up and everything. It could be a damaged cable too.
Very much possibility.
It might be sending the video properly, but not the audio.
But the audio was coming through in the levels. If you go back to OBS, it was showing the same like levels that we're seeing on it now, which is super frustrating.
Best we can do is like unless they want to.
Because Miguel wanted me to take screen captures like we had updated anything, but we haven't changed anything. That's the problem.
And you even have a thin HDMI cable too.
Well, that's the one that Brandon had connected to this laptop. And yeah, you'd think if that was a problem that it would be a problem now.
Now stream status is 4.
Yeah, it said that a minute ago when you were looking at it.
But it's definitely not giving us the issue about the audio.
It's coming through fine. So, if I stand here and move.
Unless it's an issue on their amplifier, maybe.
I think that the main issue is in the fly pack system.
Yeah. Because you kept over there, we kept getting the error that the audio was coming as 0. That it needs to be a higher value. That's
Oh
why
yeah,
it was
the
this.
kilohertz or whatever,
Yeah.
right? But the video is fine. And that's where I thought that the idea of rebooting the fly pack and bringing up parts of it like in order
Yeah.
may have been something that could have helped, but I don't know.
That is a topic.
It's truly a weird situation.
Because yeah, we were seeing all those audio captures.
Stream sounds fine and looks fine. And so the audio, there's too many audio inputs. Go all the way to the, yeah, okay, there you go.
Yeah, but last time when we were seeing that too, didn't we see it, all of them were displaying? Maybe they weren't muted and that's what was corrupting the audio? But this is what they were using, right?
You know, I don't think one would override the other.
Yeah, but I was reading in the forums and that's when they said make sure
Really?
only the one that you need is enabled.
Right. Well, isn't that red icon mean it's muted?
Yeah.
So
because I was seeing everything move last time, so I don't know how
I
many
don't
inputs
remember
they had
that,
on there.
but you know, that's possible.
Yeah.
Does output capture need to be unmuted? No, I mean it's
I
working.
mean, you're hearing it, so no.
Yeah, so no. Or was it something like that was muted in accidentally in the settings when we were over there versus?
I was looking through all of that, unless I missed it. Maybe.
No, I mean we there was a lot of scrolling through that list.
Yeah.
I think it would have jumped out at some point to one of us at least.
Maybe it just needed to be cleaned up. Well, we know it's working now, so we've pretty much done what we can.
I think the only other thing we could do is have them set up the system,
Yeah.
attach a camera with audio, and then connect it to this into the computer, and then that's the only way we can really troubleshoot it at this point.
Just
Because
gotta coordinate with Thorin on that and see when he'd be willing to do a setup, and then we can test it out.
right, and ideally Thorin versus like Gail, the instructor who was there. She's cool, but I'm sure she's more busy in general with classes and stuff, and also I think Thorin is more familiar with the overall setup.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I'm gonna let Miguel know that it's working, but it's not something that we can say this is how it should be.
We're not able to replicate the issue. Yeah.
Yeah, and that really the ideal setup would be to go to their setup and sit there and troubleshoot it that way.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna stop this.